भविष्य को तराशने और बुलंदियों को छूने में भारत हमेशा से ही एक कदम आगे रहा है। जहां हर तरफ भारत के प्रतिनिधियों के संघर्ष और सफलता के किस्से सुनने को मिलते हैं, तो आइए हम आपको लेके चलते हैं 66th वर्कप्लेस सस्टेनेबिलिटी कॉन्फ्रेंस एंड सेकेंड एलएलएन लग्जरी रियल एस्टेट अवार्ड 2016 के अवार्ड फंक्शन में, जो आयोजित किया गया था मुंबई में, जहां प्रतिनिधियों को उनकी कलाओं को परखते हुए एलएलएन लग्जरी रियल एस्टेट अवार्ड्स और लीडरशिप अवार्ड से नवाजा गया। तो आइए देखते हैं इस पूरे लग्जरी अवार्ड फंक्शन की एक झलक। Hey guys, I'm with Mr. Colonel Naresh Malan, and we're going to talking about him, what's the future of security and why he's been awarded with the Leadership Award. Hi sir.
Good evening. Security is actually becoming an extremely important facet of our life, because as time goes by, unfortunately, the world is becoming more and more unsafe. There are various reasons for that, but the question is, one is social divide, fundamentalism, crime as such is growing very rapidly. Things are becoming really insecure. But not only that, it's also becoming more devastating, because the harm that they can do, the cyber security, your fact that the damage can be a bomb, instead of one, they want to demolish an entire building onto that. So in this insecure world, how do we secure ourselves is something that we got to know. So if I trace the history of security services in India, earlier every person was trying to secure his own self. Then came Chowkidar system. So you hired a guy who would be standing outside your house and trying to protect your family and your property. Then they said, okay, this is becoming very expensive, so let's outsource it. So people started then saying, okay, we'll have a guard who's wearing, he's a chowkidar, but dressed in a uniform. Then people said, no, there are certain skills which are required, certain amount of training is essential that is required to give it to this guard. So the guard started getting trained. But the training was taking place, each organization was trying to do its own bit. Then the government stepped in. So we had PASARA Act, the Private Security Act, which came into time, which defined who can be a guard, what training level is required and what not. But that is only meeting the requirement. The question is awareness. The question is, each person should understand that when a situation like this happens, how do we respond? So that is where security services companies have come in, and there are large players. Globally, it's a very big business, but it's becoming more and more important and demanding, because the client not only wants security, he wants now the costs have to be controlled. So technology is also being included into this aspect of actually improving the effectiveness of security. Our company fortunately has been staying a little ahead of the curve by imbibing technology, by imbibing certain experience and the intellectual bandwidth, by giving training, by motivating our people, and that is where I think today the industry tried to sort of recognize our abilities and experience and contribution, and we are grateful to them.
Okay.
So, like, what does your army background help you in the security development that you own now? The reputation that you have, is that the gift of Indian Army that you were belonging with?
Certainly it is, because Army by far is the most phenomenal organization, because for hardly any cost, it's not the money, it's the question of your involvement giving you this, something inside you which says, I want to excel, I want to do a good job, I want to be true to the job that I am, and I want to be better and better. Now this is what we are trying to imbibe in our workers also. So wherever we go, I'm also qualified management trainee. So I've done my intake in production engineering from IIT Delhi. I've taught industrial engineering, and my passion is what makes a man tick. Arm him with his ego, give him respect, give him recognition, give him a pat on the back. Also discipline him, train him, motivate him, and then also quantify your work that you're doing. So all principles of management which actually evolved from the army are actually being used by management teams all across, and we are also fortunate that Army gave us that background. It was also supplemented with training in the civil world, and we are trying to adopt and adjust it into our environment.